now we are going to leave the Bible for a brief second and go to Funk and Wagnall's New Encyclopedia. Encyclopedias are books of facts. That's all they do is record facts. Okay, now we're going to see and define the Jewish man through the book of facts. Once again, encyclopedias, Funk and Wagnall's New Encyclopedia. Let's see what the Jews have done since they have moved into the land and represent themselves as the people and have a God over them. Okay, let's define Jew first so we can get a clear understanding of who these guys are. Jews, although in modern usage, the terms Hebrew, Israelite, and Jew are employed synonymously, meaning they say them all like they're the same people. But both historically and ethnically, the words have different meanings. As a general historical term, Hebrew has no ethnic connotation, meaning they ain't got no home to call their own, the real Hebrews. Being applied to any of numerous Semitic nomadic tribes dwelling in the eastern Mediterranean area before 1300 BC. In Jewish history, the term is applied specifically to those tribes which accepted Yahweh as their deity from the time of their prehistoric origins to the time they conquered ancient Palestine called Canaan, and about 1020 BC became a united nation ruled by a king. So the definition of Hebrew means they ain't got no crib to call their own. Yahweh is their real true God, and these are the people who actually conquered ancient Palestine and set up a nation ruled by a king in 1020 BC. So that's documented in Yahweh's name. Now we're going to look up Israelite. Israelite connotes a particular ethnic and national group descended from the Hebrews and united culturally by their religion. Now we know that's fake because of Genesis chapter 32 verse 28 says that the Israelite came into play because it's a spiritual name. It's a spiritual side that the Hebrews took on that they had to be accepted by Yahweh. So Israelite and Hebrew are the same people. Israelite is just a spiritual name that was bestowed upon the Hebrews. The term is historically descriptive of this group from the conquest of Canaan to the destruction of the kingdom of Israel by the Syrian king Sargon II in 722 BC. Jew refers to a third group, the cultural descendants of the first two. Not blood descendants, cultural descendants, meaning somebody keeping the person's ways. From the time of their return from the so-called Babylonian captivity to the present. Because they lied when they came in America talking about, yeah, we just not coming from slavery from Babylon, which is Iraq. Stop lying. You just got here from Hitler's death camps. The word itself stems from the Hebrew Yehudi, originally meaning a member of the Hebrew tribe of Judah. Another lie. All y'all can't be from the tribe of Judah. Where's the rest of the 11 tribes at? So I can catch you guys up in so many lies, man. That's because we ain't in the age of Pisces no more with the fish on the stick. It's the age of Aquarius where the knowledge is being released abundantly. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. So we see right here that Jews are not the blood descendants. They're the cultural descendants. And the Bible said that the cultural descendants has moved over into our land according to Ezekiel chapter 35 and 36, moved into the land and living there like they the people. They casting it out for a prey. They done took Yahweh's land into their possession with all their hearts, like they're going to be able to maintain this. And they've been there for a while. Everybody like, man, I don't know if anything going to be done about this. They've been on it for a long time. Come on, people, let us not be ignorant of this. 2 Peter. It says, one day to Yahweh is 1,000 years to us. So they just got over there to him a couple hours ago. He gonna let them get up and puff up a little bit. You know how Yahweh do it. Let the enemy harden their heart up and get all haughty in their armor and all their weaponry. And yeah, we doing this, we doing that. And then next thing you know, you be like, man, what happened to them people? All we knew is Yahweh went over there and that was that on that. Well, man, we don't even see pictures of them no more. Exactly. See how Yahweh did us? When we didn't want to listen. And we Yahweh's on the earth. Look at the great destruction we didn't face from not being obedient. And we Yahweh people. So can you imagine how he gonna bring the pain against the people who's fighting against him? Do y'all know it's gonna be a total annihilation? Let me back this verse up right here real quick. This is the book of Obadiah. I just want to read this one verse to you how Yahweh talking about bringing it down on the Jews. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Y'all the one made y'all own bed. Y'all shouldn't have been a man of the world. Should have been a plain man like Jacob, dwelling in tents. Maybe you would have had the knowledge of knowing that Jacob was supposed to get the blessing. I mean, he Yahweh in the flesh. What you think you was created to be a servant? But you want to turn them tables over. Okay, we're going to go even further of the destruction that the Jews has placed on the black men in the world. And when I say the black man, I mean he placed it on the world, because by the Jewish man removing the name Yahweh out the Bible, now he has all of you guys calling on false gods. Do you know the punishment of calling on false God? Y'all better do the research. And all these false religions and everything created by the Jews, worshiping the work of other man's hands, which is a great sin. So if you in any religion, I don't care if you're Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever you is, you better do your history and get them facts and bag yourself up out of that. Because there's not going to be no facts to that crap linked to Yahweh. You better go and search out Yahweh before the love wax cold, like my homeboy Rico Monterio tell y'all. Okay, let's see what else the Jews have done to us. Okay, we're getting ready to define Jesus Christ in Funk and Wagnall's New Encyclopedia. Jesus Christ. Between 8 and 4 BC, about 29 AD, the central figure of Christianity born in Bethlehem in Judea. The chronology of the Christian era is reckoned from a 6th century dating of the year of his birth, which is now recognized as being from 4 to 8 years in error. How you gonna get the Son of God birthday wrong? But we know this ain't him, but you know. Jesus is believed. They ain't say he was nothing. They say he's believed by the great majority of Christians, only Christians, to be the incarnate Son of God, to have been divinely conceived by Mary, the wife of Joseph, a carpenter of Nazareth. The name Jesus is derived from a Greek rendering of the Hebrew name Joshua, or in full Yahshua, because there's no J pronunciation in the Hebrew tongue, and the name Yahshua means Yahweh is deliverance. The title Christ is derived from the Greek Christos, a translation of the Hebrew Mashiach, anointed one or Messiah. Christ was used by Jesus' early followers, who regarded him as the promised deliverer of Israel, and later was made part of Jesus' proper name by the church. Not by Yahweh, by the church, which is the Roman Catholic Church, those who fall down to the images and the pictures of the saints thereof, which regards him as the Redeemer of all mankind. So we see that the Roman Catholic Church also put a hand in with the Jews with this deception. The scantiness of additional source material and theological nature of biblical records caused some 19th century Bible scholars to doubt his historical existence. So after the Bible scholars, those who eat and sleep the Bible day in and day out, after they got the additional source material and theological nature of biblical records, man, they doubted he was even here in history. Because you know what they did? They got the real true facts, and they looked over here at us niggas in America dying and living like they like, man, ain't no Messiah been here. Man, please. But others, the Jews and the Catholics, differently interpreting the available sources, produce naturalistic so-called biographies of Jesus. So you have the other people, not the scholars who's dealing with the facts and the source materials. You have the others, the Jews and the Catholics, who produce naturalistic so-called biographies of Jesus. Today, however, scholars generally agree that his existence is authenticated, both by Christian writers and by a number of Roman and Jewish historians. Wow. Wow. Let me put this book up again so y'all can go do y'all homework and y'all research. Don't believe me, believe the book of facts. And let every man be a lie. Let the Bible be the truth and the man be a lie. These are the book of facts. So we see this Jesus character, who my mom been calling her whole life, who her mom been calling her whole life, who her mom been calling her whole life, all the way back to the slave trade in America, where they made a law where we couldn't read, write, count, or spell, so they would be able to teach us these lies and this destruction that's going to be aimed at us, because we still are the children of Yah under his laws. Research.